Is tarot sexist? And does it promote a lot of gender inequality and gender labels that we should not agree with anymore? Or is it something that we sort of fail to understand? Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tarot Tanvi. I'm Tanvi, this is not my studio and these are still my tarot cards that I'm going to pull towards the end of this video, so please stay with me. Before I go on and talk about a little bit of a controversial topic, I would just like to say that in case you would like to book a personal reading with me, all my links to my website, my Instagram and my YouTube channel are in the description of this episode, so please feel free to contact me. So I was wondering, why do we have whenever you read like a quote-unquote traditional tarot guide, you would always find that, the highest card is the King of Pentacles. The highest card is the King of Swords, the King of this, the King of that. And next comes the Queen. Like, what's going on? And what about other genders? Are we not evolving as humans to be inclusive of all genders, and just to either stay stuck to the idea that of either being a female or a heterosexual female or a heterosexual male, and not including all genders? For example, in the Lovers card, we have a male and a female. Not just this, like, why is it that the male figures are always said to be the highest ones and also sort of like a little authoritative, while the female figures are said to be a little lower in the court, and when it comes to the levels of which card is of a higher ranking, for the lack of a better word. So is tarot really sexist? Does it promote a lot of sexism? So I would say that tarot was created long back, in an era when probably gender equality was not the most popular idea, if for the lack of a better word. And also, however, now when tarot cards are to be read, I believe that the interpretation of every card and not associating them to one particular gender, and being very mindful of how we interpret every card and do not restrict it to one specific gender, or the fact that sort of promotes gender inequality, all depends upon the tarot reader, on how our take on gender equality is, on how misogynistic our personal thoughts are. So we do have many tarot decks and authors who are coming up with tarot decks that do promote a lot of equality in the gender, a lot of equality in the tarot cards. However, when you are a beginner, when we are beginning to read tarot, it's always recommended to start with the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. But also to be very mindful of the fact that the male figures and the female figures are not representative of two particular genders. It only represents energies. And I know that probably we could have used better words for the energies as well, and not just masculine and feminine energies. But understand, when I say that the masculine, for example, the King of Wands talks about being assertive, being a go-getter, being a hard worker, while the Queen of Wands talks about being more passionate, being more inclusive, we would only think that the King of Wands, if I say, is a go-getter and a hard worker and is in the masculine energy, if I feel that that is superior than being more passive, than being more accepting of the good things that are coming to us, we can only say that one is greater than the other when we believe in sort of the hustle mentality, when we think that working hard is more important than taking rest and being able to accept gifts from others. You understand the problem. So I do believe, yes, that there could be better interpretations in terms of the artwork that is there on the Rider-Waite, especially the Rider-Waite tarot deck and many other tarot decks as well. However, the interpretation extremely depends on our own understanding of gender equality. So the card I have for you today is the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Wands is the bottom deck energy. The Ten of Wands talks about taking the weight of the world on your shoulders, thinking that you have to do everything on your own and you need to keep hustling, keep working hard, keep striving and thriving, even if you're tired, even if you are lacking sleep, even if you, for sort of like not prioritizing your self-care as much as you prioritize your hustle mentality. However, the Two of Cups is exactly the card and the thought process that we've been talking about. It talks about balancing the masculine and the feminine aspects of our lives. So you see that there's a male and a female. Again, this is irrespective of the genders. This is irrespective of your sexual orientation. If whether or not you associate yourself to a gender, to a specific gender, whatever it is, whatever is the case, this is inclusive of every aspect. So the Two of Cups talks about an equal energy exchange, okay? It says that in order to be able to be productive and to work hard in the right direction, it's important to take breaks. Sometimes the breaks can be longer than the work that we put in. Maybe you work only for an hour and you take a break for the rest of the day because that's what your body needs in order to stay more productive, in order to have better ideas, in order to have sort of like a better mental health. So this is extremely important to balance our own passive and active sides, and there's nothing wrong with being passive. Sometimes being passive is actually more important than being active all the time, because imagine if you keep working hard, if you keep chasing your dreams, you will get cranky, you will get burnt out, you won't have enough good ideas, and you will work in a direction that's sort of not making you happy. So then what's the point of working hard? If it's like, even if you earn a lot of money in that direction, what is the point if you are not enjoying your life? So that's exactly what the Two of Cups talks about. It talks about both the aspects and the fact that the interpretation of a tarot card being sexist or not all depends on our own personal understanding of sexism and gender equality. So again, let's clarify the idea of gender equality in our heads first. Let's be very clear that no matter what, we will not associate or demean any sort of gender with the help of tarot cards. Do not do that. Okay? So I hope that this was helpful in some way, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye. Take care.